Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I'm back with Alice again, and I'm gonna actually not play the Abyss Dungeon because I have some really not polite things to say about that Abyss Dungeon, so I'm just going to not say them, because you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But suffice it to say, though, that Abyss Dungeon, bro, it kind of irritates the crap out of me. But I do have Alice back, and I'm going to get back to having fun in this game again. So I'm going to change the Wonder Surcoat, which is what they put Alice in the game, and I'm going to give her the Swordswoman uniform, which I think is actually pretty dope. So we've got her with the Swordswoman uniform, and she's got a sword. So I think my next area that I have to go to is Solitary Sands. So let's head over there to complete the next phase of Alice's mission in GGO. Alright, so she's got a Sturm, and she's got a purple sword. Alright, let's get it. Alright, yeah, so, I don't know, man. Talking about the Abyss Dungeon. Enemy Heke. The only thing that I dislike about it, and don't get me wrong, it's not bad, the Abyss Dungeon. There's nothing about it that's bad. But I really just dislike the fact that the swords and crap, because that's the only reason why I'm doing the Abyss Dungeon, is to get the swords, right? That's literally the only reason. I think that's the only reason that anybody's doing it, is to get the swords. And if you're doing it for a different reason, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to know if you're doing it for a different reason. Maybe I could find a different reason to do it too. I'm going to die right now. I'm going to need them to actually heal me. Focus on healing, maybe? Prioritize healing? But they hit the swords behind like floor 50. And I read some of the things in my community tab that you guys are saying, like, the drop rate is so bad for the swords. And I think that's kind of sucky. Because you can get all the way up there and then still not, like, get the sword super easy. Now, the one thing that I still don't understand about the new swords, though, because I haven't got to floor 50 or floor 47 yet, is if the swords, are they just all one's preset stat? Or can you get, like, a bad sword? Can you get a good sword? I would hope that if you got to go through all of that just to get a sword, that the swords that you get are gonna be just good. Like, they're gonna be a legendary drop no matter what, you know? But I mean, I guess if they really want you to get more playtime out of the game, that the swords are gonna be like one stat, or they're gonna vary. Like, I don't think that they would change it. I mean, I'm hoping against hope that that's not gonna be the case, that they do actually make it to where it's just a legendary sword, and it's going to be the same. Everybody gets the same legendary sword, basically. It's just going to be a good sword. And you can modify it however you want. But I just don't think that's going to be the case. I haven't watched anybody's YouTube video on it yet, seeing them get the sword. Because I kind of want to, like, do it myself before I watch anybody's video. I mean, I rarely watch YouTube videos on Sword Online Fatal Bullet anyway. Unless it's, like, some information that I really need about where a weapon drops, something like that I can't find on Google, because I'd rather look something up on Google before I look at a YouTube video. Me being a YouTuber, though, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if I watch somebody's YouTube video on how to do something that I'm specifically going to make a video for, it'd be like I'm trying to copy their content, and I don't want to copy content, because I think that's really bummy to copy somebody's content. Am I on? I am actually on extreme mode right now, and I didn't even know it. No wonder things aren't dropping as fast as I'd like them to drop. I was on extreme mode and I'm actually holding my own on extreme mode right now, to be completely honest with you, for not even knowing that I'm on extreme mode. I had a feeling that when I started the game I was going to be on extreme mode. I got to take it off extreme mode, though. Alright, so this is more like it. Fighting enemies that are around the level that I'm supposed to be fighting, instead of like Super God 80 levels, and I'm nowhere near 80. I always forget to change it back to regular, not extreme. Alright, yeah, but man, I don't know, man. I just sort of wish that there was a way to get those swords without having to go through the Abyss Dungeon. Like, I hope that they'll one day wake up, the developers, and they'll make an update to the thing and say, okay, we've added the new swords to, you know, this defense battle, or this, oh crap, to a specific mission, you know what I mean? So I think that would be so much better. Just kind of like I hate going through the Abyss Dungeon, man. Like, it would be okay if I could go through the Abyss Dungeon at my leisure, but I'm trying to rush through it and get to the final floor so I can get the swords. Because, you know, me being a YouTube guy, I feel like there's some pressure on me, right? To get those swords so I can make a video and let you guys know I just don't have that much patience in me when it comes to playing SAO Fatal Bullet to grind that sword out, because literally I'm on like floor 17 and I died. Like, I went through a fit of rage, dying, trying to get past the floor. I mean, I was so close. I was so close to getting to the checkpoint that I needed to get to clear the floor, and I just died. And then I had to like go back and start over again, and then I died again. And then I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, man, I'm not going through this no more, because the floors are so long and so irritating. I want the new outfits too, and I can't get the outfits. Like, I don't want to sound like a complaining guy, but I can't get the outfits because those weapon medals are super hard to get. At least a lot of them in the amount that I need. Because I definitely need a lot of weapon medals to get them, and I didn't have a lot of weapon medals to begin with. And I think they did that on purpose. Because I can get the other medals like crazy. I got like thousands of the other medals, but the weapon medals, super hard to get. I mean, not really. I guess you just have to specifically grind them. Because it's all about getting like double kills and triple kills and, you know, 5 kills in a row. It's just a matter of going to a spot and grinding all of those enemies so you can keep getting those specific amounts of kills over and over again. So like, I had like this whole speech, like this whole video prepared. Like, I typed up a commentary talking about the dungeon and telling all the things that I liked about it and all the things that I disliked about the dungeon. But I mean, my opinions on the Abyss dungeon and everything that goes along with it, with swords, all that sort of changed, like, as I was playing it. So I wrote my little script for the video, and then I played the dungeon trying to get through levels to get the sword. And when I started realizing that it wasn't just going to be like a breeze, it wasn't going to be a cakewalk going through these dungeons to get to floor 47, I mean, I altogether changed my opinion. Actually, what happened is that I got fed up with trying to figure out how to get the swords, right? Because I was just under the impression that they were going to unlock, like, eventually, like, soon. And I based that knowledge off of when I did my last live stream, like the initial live stream for it. The day that the update hit, the winter update hit, there was somebody in the chat. They were like, I already unlocked the new swords. And I'm like, okay, so if he didn't tell me how he unlocked the new swords the first day, but I was like, okay, well, the sword's unlocked for him already, then that means they probably put, like, lower level versions of the swords somewhere in the dungeon, like, in, you know, before floor 11. That's what I was thinking, because there's no way the guy got to floor 50 on the first day. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not possible, because I know there are probably some people who did get to floor 50 on the first day with just, like, no lifing and everything. But I know I'm not getting to the first floor on the first day. Or 50th floor on the first day. So I was thinking that maybe he did it somehow. Or maybe he didn't do it and he got to like a level where there's just a weaker version of the sword to drop. So that's why I was like thinking that all I gotta do is just keep playing. And eventually I will get to, you know, one of these swords dropping. And then once it like didn't happen, like 5 floors later or 6 floors later, something like that. I was playing for like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I was like, yeah, where are the swords dropping? So I Googled it. And once I Googled it, like how to get new swords, you know, the winter update, and I think I might have eventually even typed like the name of the swords or whatever like that. And I got no hits back from Google on how to get the new swords. So that's when I eventually said, you know what, I'm gonna do what I don't want to do. I'll go to somebody's YouTube video because I know some up and coming you know, anime gaming YouTuber who's done it has made a video on it. It's getting thousands of views on it already. So that's when I looked it up, and I don't remember what the guy's channel was. I didn't actually look at the video. He was so nice to put in the description, you know, the information that I wanted, so I didn't actually have to click on his video. And it was basically saying that you're not going to get a sword, like, before floor 47. And I'm like, wow, is that really the truth? And I thought about it for a second. I was like, that actually might make some amount of sense. If they really want you to grind for these swords, these are supposed to be like in-game content, like in-game weapons, rewards, or whatever like that. So that's when I stopped looking at the swords as more of weapons that they added to the game. I started looking at the swords as, this is your reward for playing the entire game in all of its entirety and grinding and getting pissed off at all the grinding that you have to do. This is your reward. You get this sword. And then I can't help but feel like and I don't know, you might feel like this too, I can't help but feel like, okay, so I grinded all this way, and I got the sword. Now what am I going to use the sword on? Am I just going to go back and grind other content? Like lower content and just go back and whoop everything? Or is there going to be something more? Because I legit feel like they should give us the sword and then still leave something else for us to do with the sword and the other new weapons, you know? So, I don't know. That's just my take on it. Alright, so this boss fight, I actually just did this boss fight like 8 times in the Abyss Dungeon. It seems like, I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but every time I was in the Abyss Dungeon, I would have to like fight the same boss over again. Like I would fight one that was a little bit lower level, then I would fight one that was a little bit higher level or something like that. And I'm about to die. I hope I don't die. Okay, whoever just did that, that was really good. Take this. Take that. Okay, the piercing eye is open again. Because I'm like on, like I'm actually, in all actuality, the floor that I'm on the Abyss Dungeon, I'm like on floor 17. And I'm trying to get to floor 21. I'm trying to get to that checkpoint. And there's some boss there that just keeps killing me over and over again. And I got super frustrated. And I just turned the game off. Like I rage quit off Fatal Bullet. And it's not the first time that I've ever rage quit off Fatal Bullet. I've rage quit before. Because that game is super rage-inducing. Or this game, I should say. I'm playing it right now. This game is super rage-inducing sometimes. Especially when you grind and grind and grind. And then you get to a spot that you're just annoyed with the grind. Oh, crap. That just hit me. Alright, at least I got my teammates here actually focused on healing. Oh, these things are back again. Mow them down. I'm glad this is a little bit easier, because last time I fought this... Oh, shucks, I'm about to die. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's after Kirito this time. Good job. Alright, I think this is it. This thing is done. Alright, it's kablooied. Cool. Yeah, I think I fought it, and there was, like, this area over there that there was, like, a tank or something, like, over there. Alright, so that's just my thoughts on the Abyss Dungeon, this new update, man. I was waiting for this new update to hit so we could actually get the new weapons, so we could get some new content or something like that. So, I mean, I guess, all in all, I'm not unhappy with the Abyss Dungeon. I think it's a really cool idea. It gives us something to do. But I'm just unhappy that the fact that the swords are hidden behind 447. That's the thing that really just sort of annoys me. What do you think about that? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's right? Do you think it's... Are you of the mind that, yeah, this is a great end reward? Because once you get to the end of the dungeon, if they gave us the swords in the middle of the dungeon, I guess I would be really salty if I got all the way to the floor 50 and completed it, and there's just nothing there for me that's good. So I guess, in essence, I would like the swords to have been unlockable to us at an earlier level with a different sort of reward at the end. But I get it. That's the end time reward. It's a really dope ass sword, and I really want to go get it, like, honestly. So I don't know. Maybe I will grind forward. Maybe do like an hour stream and just grind some floors or something like that. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you later.